Oh, you guys are here. Okay, well, welcome back to the channel. I didn't even know you guys were sitting there waiting on me. That's crazy. Crazy. Oh, man, I was just doing some touch-ups with my Sharpie. You guys know you've done it. Don't even lie. Don't even lie to me. So, we got the Tenshock Formula 1 on the block. All right, last video with this boat, we broke our flex cable, which is a common thing on these steerable outdrives. So I ordered an OEM Tenshock cable. We're going to install it. I'm going to talk about what I'm planning on doing with the driveline on this boat, so I can run regular props, not just M4 threaded. Stick around. Okay, so this should be pretty simple. You know, we got the Tenshock flex cable here. It's basically a M4 threaded prop shaft, 4mm stub with a .130 flex cable. Okay, the .130 flex cable is basically the weakest link. It really is. On this setup right here, that's the weakest link. This boat had a, if I remember correctly, because I no longer have the original prop, a 3614 M4 threaded prop. So that 3614, it snapped the cable. So basically, you just loosen up on this screw here. It's got like a motor ring. You pull the motor out, flex cable, everything comes out with it. So this is the old cable. I've already broke it loose in the coupler there. And the new flex cable, so that's basically where it broke at. So I could just go ahead and slide this in and kind of be done with it, right? But I think I'm going to take this off, just make sure the Teflon liner's okay, make sure everything's together. I don't think it's anything to do, I don't think the cable breaking had anything to do with the setup or mechanically. It's just a common failure point on this particular steerable outdrive. You know, what I was thinking about doing, and I'm still thinking about doing it, I have this is an Eddy. This is an aftermarket like stub shaft. Okay, it comes as the sub shaft. It's an Eddy 4mm .130. Okay, and I was thinking about, so I can run a regular prop shaft like this, I was actually thinking about cutting this stub shaft short right here. Well, it would actually need to be cut right behind the drive dog. Move this drive dog where this nut is, make me a little flat spot, and that would allow me to run, like, you know, run-of-the-mill 4mm and 3/16 props. And then I would have the option to run M4 threaded props, so I'd actually have two prop shafts for this boat. And I may do it. I may do it. I have a die. I have an M4 threaded die that I could just cut this off, cut me some new threads, and boom, it's ready to go, right? I also want to take it apart to see if a 4mm flex cable will work. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it will. This is an aluminum lower unit. It's aluminum, and it runs a Teflon liner. So with all my 4mm flex cables, the boats that run 4mm flex, I have the option to run a 4mm flex cable. I think it's a 3/8. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll put it right here. To run a 4mm flex cable with no liner and a 3/8 stuffing tube, or run a Teflon liner and run a .130 cable. You feel me? So you have the option like you would just be able to run, like take this out and run, and basically run a 4mm cable. You see, but if we take the Teflon liner out, it would basically be flex cable on aluminum soft, so it would wear the aluminum out. So I really just wanted to check this, make sure this is okay. Okay, it's a real hard bend. It breaks. It breaks right here. That's where you break it at, on the hard bend, like right there, you know. So the Teflon liner looks good. There's a bushing right here. So you basically bottom out your Teflon, push your flex cable in, and then you actually push the Teflon out so it's not touching the stub shaft. And really all you have is this little stub shaft that it rides on. Everything feels good. It feels nice and free. There's no play, you know, there's no binding. So we could take this inspection plate right here off, these two screws, and inspect it. I already had it off. I'll show you what it looks like right here. Pretty cool design. Has a Teflon liner for the .130 3mm cable. Okay, so everything looked good. Everything looked good in the lower unit. There's really nothing I can do. Like I said, I can run this .130 with the eddy shaft. Okay, move this drive dog back, cut it here, and then thread me a prop shaft. You know, I hate to do it because, I mean, really, like that 36mm prop that comes stock on this boat, that's about as big a prop as you would want to run, really. You know, like now I'm going to be running smaller props, like this 3019, a 3219. I have a 3616 M4 threaded. I have several of these little plastic props we could try on it. You know, I think this is the biggest prop I have for M4 threaded at the moment, which is 36. So I have a few props we can run. I don't want to run any big props on this boat. You basically put this on there like so. Like that. And then you put your 4 screws back in. I don't want to run any big props on here. I really don't. For one, this boat is discontinued and you can no longer get it. 2, a big prop's just going to snap that .130 flex cable like it's nothing. You know? So, I think I can get away cheaper. Like this Tenshock flex cable was $17 for that little flex cable. I think I can get out cheaper. I could probably make my own drive line for about $7, $8, $7-8 using the eddy stub. I have to do some modifications with a .130 cable that you can buy in bulk. Make the connection with JB Weld, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what we're going to do here shortly. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of show you guys how this worked. It's fully adjustable. You can get positive, negative. It's not height adjustable. It's only angle adjustable. Okay, so I'm gonna get all this tightened up. We'll grease it up, put the motor back in, button that up, and then we'll put the head on and make a windshield. So the nice thing about this boat, I have a template to work from. You know, I'm going to use a soda bottle, and we'll cut it from a soda bottle. All right, so let's go ahead, get the motor set back in place. pretty simple there. Got to make sure the wires come out so I can get the canopy on. It's a very tight fit in this little tub area. Okay, gonna put a little bit of grease in here. A little grease on my flex cable. It don't take much. It's got a Teflon liner. Alright, like that. Got that greased up. Okay. Sure, got me a little gap here. Got me an adjustable and a wrench here, and just gonna get it tightened up, and we'll basically be ready to go. So I guess we need a prop. Let's see here. This should be as good as any. Basic, a 3219. Yeah, that's what this one is. That should do it. That should do it. So you guys see how M4 threaded prop spins on? You don't even have to get it tight. It spins to the right. You spin the prop on, right hand thread, right? The motor spins to the left, okay? Okay, counterclockwise, all right? So the water pressure on the blade of the prop is actually putting a right hand pressure on it, tightening the prop, you know, onto the shaft. Okay, it spins counterclockwise, but there's a clockwise pressure being put on it. Okay, so I'm prepping this thing up for a run today. I got my 5500 3S 120C HC pack here. This is a good battery for this boat. I put a receiver in here because I share receivers in a couple boats that I don't use very often. And I went to go make a new model because this is not in my IXSR. Make a new model and bind it up. And the IXSR is not allowing me to switch models. Normally, you just hit this icon or the area with big B and the 21 twin, and it will actually select model for you. You know, bring you up to your model menu, and you can pick out what you want to use, what boat you want to use, car. It's not allowing me to pick it. I mean, usually you could just hit any part of the screen up here. It's not allowing me to use that part of the screen. It's so weird. And there's no shortcut. What I mean by shortcut, like this would be the main way to pick it, right? There's no other options down here for model select. So that's something I think Spectrum should do, is put a shortcut to their models down here somewhere, just in case something like this happened. Now, I've taken really good care of this transmitter, like better care than I've ever taken of any transmitter. I always, anytime it leaves the house, I have it in this case. You know, I always keep it in the case, even when it's here and not in use. I keep it in the case. If it's not in the case, it's actually, I usually set my transmitters over here, you know. I usually like keep it right here, you know, right there. So if it gets bumped, it's not going to fall on the ground. So I've taken really good care of it. I mean, the transmitter's brand spanking new. There's not a ding, chip, scratch on this thing. I mean, oh, I do have a little scratch right there. I just noticed that. But it's brand spanking new. Never got, well, I don't know. I guess I have gotten water on it from, like, you know, like bringing my boats across it and a drop or two get on the transmitter. I have gotten water on the screen, but never dropped it in water. Like, I've dropped this thing right here in water like several times. It still works. And for that to stop working, in my opinion, it's kind of silly. I've never dropped it, but it's weird because I can actually use this portion of the screen to bring my drop down window down. I would imagine, let's see if this works. So I can hit that section right there. Is there any other options up here? There's really no other options up high that I can, let's see here. Is there, no, there's no options up there. Let's see. I want to see if this portion of the screen is working, or if it's just that. Alright, so this is the, it works up here. Okay, so it won't let me pull down my menu up here. Okay, so it's really irking me, man. And I've sat here for an hour. My wife has even tried pressing that button. Look, it's letting me pull down a drop down menu. It's this portion of the screen works, see? Wait, hold up. It does, you see that? You see how it let me pick that? Yeah, look at that. You see, it works. That's so weird, you guys. So basically, I made me a Tenshock on my DX5 Rugged, and I got everything binded up. I'll just finish up the video here. Kind of a change of plan. I was going to make this window, and we'll do it in a whole different video, because I think this will actually be a good project for a lot of people. So we'll make that in another video. I did double side tape his head on. Just use this really good Scotch 3M tape. It should hold. And we got steering, power. Okay, so she's ready to go. She's ready to go. My Sharpie touch-ups actually looks pretty good. Alright, we'll see you guys next time. I just wanted to include this because it literally just happened, man. It's really aggravating the hell out of me. And this is like a $800 transmitter, $700, and it's so weird. I got that this is not wanting to work. Well, oh nope, that's the monitor setup. Oh, this is irking me. I'm gonna have to call Spectrum. I usually don't. I never file for warranties on anything. I mean, I didn't buy this transmitter. I don't even know if I can get a warranty on it. I have no idea. It was sent to me to review and test, and typically I don't call for, like, if a servo goes out on a boat that I review and test, I don't call for a warranty. Even if it were to go out the second run, you know, I just replace it, you know. But I'm gonna call them about this and mention a shortcut for model may be a good option. I want to see what I want to find out what's going on with it, really. I love this transmitter. It's kind of sucks. It really does. I really like it, man. I mean, because you can you know, you have your GPS on here, you know. I mean, I love it. You can go online. Hell, you can buy parts on here. I mean, I actually love the damn remote, and it's just a freaking bummer that that this has happened to mine. I keep trying it like it's gonna freaking work. You know, you can't press hard on it because I'm scared I'll mess something up, you know. So I've even brought a stylus out, tried to mess with it. It's not allowing me. It's just so weird. I can pull down this drop down, and it allows me to pull that down in that same area of the screen. You know. So we'll see you guys next time. Maybe I can get this worked out. Maybe Spectre can help me out with it, because that shouldn't be happening. Thanks for watching. Maybe me jacking my jaws about the flex cable and upgrading to the eddy. Maybe that'll help somebody out there. We'll see you guys next time.